Hey, Mystic Games here. Welcome back. This is going to be my base tour video. So let's check out my crib. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm pretty proud of this base. First off, this is my Cyclops. Obviously, your Cyclops is pretty much your moving base. This is all my extra storage. The Cyclops itself, you know, just food. I didn't even build anything in here. And I have ion power cells, all my upgrades. So I thought that was a good place to start because technically this is your home away from home when you're traveling. There's a fabricator, some batteries, charging, all that stuff. So here's my main base. You have a moon pool that has my prawn suit in it. I have a little garden for my materials, my ghost shrooms, my acid shrooms, blood vines, creep vines, gel sacks, all that. So up here we have a fabricator. We have health packs, supplies, which is like extra batteries, stuff like that, upgrades for your different ships, power, radio in case we get a call. We have a scanner room here, so we can look for all the different resources. It shows us a bunch of stuffs, like creature eggs and stuff like that. It has a pretty wide range, because the upgrades I chose were pretty much range upgrades and then speed. For this, I have a sea moth bay, and that's pretty much all that's in here. I had a fabricator just because. Then we have my storage room. This is like my main storage room. I built dividers just to put more storage lockers on. We have our modification station here. It is a little laggy because I have a lot going on in this base. We have water and salt production. We have our little trophy area. Stop and let it sit for a second. We have our own internal food for when we're at home. Which, speaking of which, we need a little water, so let's max out our water, why don't we? This is all thermal power generated, by the way, except I do have this. As you can see up top, I have 500 energy not in use. That's because this is my bioreactor. Initially, this is supposed to be backup because of the way thermal power works. It doesn't. This is always my first source, so it's always empty. And here we have a, this is my living space. For some of you guys who've been watching all the way through, my actual playthrough, this was essentially my, room to sleep in. We can see these guys out the glass. I forgot what they're called. I want to say they're river prowlers. That's what they're called. We have our Markiplier there. We probably just got copyright from him from that. It's little music. We have a nice view of the tree and some ghost rays. More river prowlers. And then we can head down to the aquarium, which you can see up here. This is huge. This has all my flora out front. My underwater flora, and then I have like a actual interior flora for like the stuff you find on the islands, and then we have the tiger plant that shoots the needles farther away so it doesn't damage the base. We'll head down. We have some peepers. We have bladderfish. We have garyfish. And we have whole fish on level 3, because this is the highest level. These also connect to start from the beginning over here. We have crash fish right here. I always forget what these guys are called too. They're rays. Apparently they're considered... They're rabbit rays. Because of their ears, they look like rabbits, I think. You have your gasopods here, your stalkers. And then these were added later, but these are your magma rings, I want to say they're called, magma rings. And then you have your red eyes. So this is the third level of the base. Each one comes with a nice glass window for the view. These ones have two. Let's run back through. Go down to the next level. We also have a fabricator in here just in case we need quick food. We can eat some of our aquarium. We have hoop fish here. Hoverfish. They look like frogs. Boomerang fish. And spade fish here. And then this part wraps around. For the second level, we have a wraparound. It leads to the amp eels, the mesmers, jelly rays, our crab snakes, our sand sharks, and our bone sharks. And then we can head to the next level. Which has our Reginalds, our Oculuses. I believe these guys are known as eyes, but I could be wrong about that. And then these guys are bonefish, I want to say, because they look like, or spinefish, something to that level. Because they kind of, they're see-through. And then over here we have an empty tank. We have our lava lizards. We have our cuttlefish. And we have our crab squids. It's a mix between a crab and a squid. Beyond this, we have our nice underwater garden. And this is what I wanted to show everybody. We'll take a second before we go here, because that's new stuff. We have a bunch of our floral stuff. I finally got the voxel shrubs down here, so they're planted. We have our pink caps, our ferns, our mings, our java, and our grub basket. We also have the speckled rattlers. Outside we have pretty much every plant in the game. We have the bulbs. I'm not going to name them all, but they're all out there. Rows of 3. We even have some air production out there in case we need it. So, and then over here, this is like our tribute to the rest of the things that we don't have in our aquarium. We have one empty tank because I couldn't find any more eggs nor any new fish. So here's what I did. I went and I took pictures of all the fauna that we didn't have access to put in the aquarium. We have our biter. We have our blighters. You can see in the pictures 3 of them. One of them bit me. We have our river prowlers. You have one in the background too. You have our warper. You have crimson rays. We have ghost rays. We have bleeders, which is hard to see. If you look right above my little finger, there it is. There was also one up here, but you can't see them because it's dark. That's a bleeder. We have blood crawlers. The long-legged cave crawlers. We have a ton of cave crawlers here in this picture. 4 back here, 1 here. I think 1 was jumping off to the side. 1 was around the corner. We have floaters. Bunch right here, and then a bunch in the background. We have a lava larva, which is this creature right here. We have a shuttlebug. We have a couple of them in here jumping around. We have a beautiful ghost leviathan charging our sea moth. We have a lovely reaper leviathan here trying to eat our sea moth. We have a majestic reefback leviathan here, along with a peeper, and I want to say that's actually a oculus, or not an oculus, a eye. We have a sea dragon leviathan here, along with a crimson ray swimming around. He did notice me here. He was shooting out fireballs. We have a sea emperor leviathan here, and its children swimming around him. And then over here we have the sea treader leviathans. We have one right here, and then another in the background. I think there was another one back here too, stomping around. It's hard to see. So all brought to you by Altera as well. I just want to let you guys know that. But originally my plan, and I talked about this in my playthrough, is to actually go through, and I was going to do picture frames and time frames, and I was going to put them on the tanks, and I was going to do like lava lizard and then have a picture of the lava lizard in its natural habitat. I may do that on my own time, but I'm not going to do it most likely for a recording at this point, because pretty much done with the game. I just have to go collect a ton of copper, which I just don't feel like doing right now. We have a nice ghost ray phasing into our building right now. But yeah, I mean, that's the video pretty much, guys. I just wanted to show you this beautiful base I designed. I mean, it's pretty plain, honestly, but I think it has enough decor, just looking at the tanks and the fish, to make it worth the time. This took massive amounts of resources. I was not playing on creative, I'm playing on survival, so massive amounts of plasteel, lots of glass, lots of, you know, had to make support so the base didn't explode, power. You can also come outside, look at everything from outside, you know. The reason I left gaps between the floors is because otherwise the tanks fuse together, and then I didn't want to mix the fauna. So anyways, this is I'm going to call this the best base ever in Subnautica video. I doubt that that's the truth, but I think it's pretty good. So I appreciate you guys joining me on this journey. I'm going to do one more video after this. It's going to be pretty much just going through this area and reading the PDA. Something I want to do. I want to read for the fauna, the flora as well as the fauna. So we'll probably actually start with the tiger plant, just because that's going to be shooting at me the whole time. And then we'll head inside and do this area. And then come through and just check out the whole aquarium piece by piece. And I'm going to read it off. I am missing certain things, like I don't have a picture of this. Technically, I think this is considered living. So when we go through the PDA, we'll read it off. I have plenty around my base to make me happy, along with this coral. You can't grow either. And then there's something down in the lava zone that I was unable to bring with me as well. But honestly, majority of it I have, so I'm pretty happy with the playthrough and the way the base came out. So, thanks again for joining me on this journey, guys. I really enjoy this game. I really enjoy just the creative aspect of it, and I'm glad to be able to share this base with you. I'm going to end this video here. If you guys want to see the next one, that one's going to have me reading off the PDA with like each of the aquarium tanks and pictures and the flora. So it's going to be probably almost an hour video, my guess is, and that's what we're going to do. So thanks for joining me. If you just wanted to see the base and the aquarium, you're all set. If you want to learn more on the flora and fauna from the PDA, join me for the next and probably last episode of Subnautica for me. Alright, have a good one, guys. I'll see you later. Mystic Games out.